Hello and welcome back again to your daily hub of Gunners updates. From breaking news to transfer updates. If you are new here, just hit the subscriber button to join the family. Arsenal's summer transfer business and early season developments continue to dominate headlines as the club juggles player departures, new arrivals, and crucial injury updates. With the transfer window nearing its conclusion, the Gunners are still active on multiple fronts. Crystal Palace are reportedly in advanced talks with Arsenal over a potential £15 million deal for winger Reiss Nelson. The academy graduate, who has struggled to cement a regular place in Mikel Arteta's plans, could be set for a fresh start at Selhurst Park. Palace see Nelson as an ideal addition to strengthen their attacking options, and a move would also allow Arsenal to free up squad space and generate funds for potential reinforcements. Meanwhile, Jakub Kiwior is edging closer to a move away from the Emirates. The Polish defender, signed from Spezia in 2023, has found opportunities limited in North London. Porto are understood to be close to finalizing a loan deal with an obligation to buy, a move that would see Kiwior get the regular game time he needs while Arsenal focus on other defensive options. Away from the transfer market, Arsenal confirmed a major update regarding Kai Havertz. The German midfielder, who picked up a knee injury during the club's Premier League opener against Manchester United, has successfully undergone surgery. While the exact timeline for his return has not been disclosed, the club described the procedure as a success, offering optimism that Havertz could return sooner rather than later. His absence, however, remains a setback for Arteta, who had planned to integrate the versatile attacker into his tactical setup this season. On the European front, attention has also turned to Arsenal's Champions League campaign. Following UEFA's revamped format, the Gunners' fixtures in the group stage have now been revealed. Fans are eagerly anticipating a fresh challenge as the North London side prepare to test themselves against Europe's elite. With Arteta's side aiming to build on last season's strong domestic performances, a positive start in Europe will be crucial. In summary, Arsenal's situation is one of both change and opportunity. The departures of Nelson and Kiwior, combined with Havertz's injury setback, could alter Arteta's short-term plans, but the squad remains competitive. With Champions League nights on the horizon and transfer business still unfolding, the coming weeks will play a significant role in shaping Arsenal's 2025-26 campaign. Arsenal are gearing up for one of the sternest tests of their early season as they travel to Anfield on Sunday to face Liverpool. Having opened the Premier League campaign with back-to-back victories, Mikel Arteta's side arrive on Merseyside with confidence and momentum, though injuries have forced the manager into making some tough decisions. The Gunners were dealt a double blow in their win over Leeds last weekend, with Bukayo Saka and captain Martin Odegaard both leaving the field injured. Football.London understands that Saka faces several weeks on the sidelines with a hamstring issue, while Odegaard remains a doubt after suffering a painful shoulder problem. With Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, Christian Norgard, and Ben White also missing, Arsenal's depth is being tested. Fortunately, this summer's transfer business means Arteta has quality options to call upon. One of those is Eberechi Eze, who joined from Crystal Palace in a big money move earlier this month. The creative midfielder trained with his new teammates for the first time this week and could be handed a dream debut at Anfield. Slotting him into Odegaard's role offers Arsenal a fresh attacking spark, while also giving the Norwegian time to fully recover. On the right flank, Saka's absence opens the door for Noni Madueke to switch wings. The England international impressed on the left in the opening fixtures, and his direct dribbling style could trouble Liverpool's defence. Youngster Max Dowman, who won a penalty against Leeds, is another option from the bench should Arsenal need further attacking firepower. Gabriel Martinelli, who surprisingly remained unused at the weekend, is also expected to play a key role. The Brazilian has a strong record against Liverpool, and his pace on the counter-attack makes him an ideal weapon at Anfield. Up front, summer signing Victor Gyökeres continues to lead the line after settling quickly into life at Arsenal. Defensively, Arteta is set to stick with a backline of David Raya, Jurrien Timber, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Ricardo Calafiori. In midfield, Declan Rice, much improved against Leeds, will partner Martin Zubimendi to provide balance and control. With Arsenal sitting top of the table, Sunday's clash is a chance not just to extend their perfect start, but also to land an early psychological blow on a major title rival. Arteta may be forced into 3 changes, but the depth at his disposal means the Gunners travel north with belief that they can upset Liverpool in their own backyard. Arsenal's summer transfer window is heading towards a dramatic climax, with the North London Giants pushing hard to finalize several key moves before the deadline. Mikel Arteta and sporting director Edu remain determined to strengthen the squad while also trimming players from the fringes to maintain balance within the team. One of the most eye-catching developments involves Bayer Leverkusen defender Piero Hincapié. Reports suggest that Arsenal have already agreed personal terms with the Ecuador international, who has been one of the Bundesliga's most highly rated young center-backs over the past 2 seasons. At just 22 years old, Hincapié offers versatility, composure on the ball, and strong defensive awareness, qualities that would fit seamlessly into Arteta's system. The Gunners are believed to be preparing an opening bid to test Leverkusen's resolve, with the player himself keen on a move to the Premier League. Meanwhile, there could be significant outgoings at the Emirates. Reiss Nelson is attracting serious interest from Crystal Palace, who are in negotiations over a potential £15 million deal. Nelson has struggled for regular minutes under Arteta despite flashes of brilliance, and with Arsenal bolstering their attacking options in recent transfer windows, a move may benefit both parties. Palace, still adapting after the sale of Michael Olise earlier in the summer, view Nelson as an ideal addition to strengthen their wing play and provide depth. Elsewhere, Jakub Kiwior looks set to leave the club, with Porto close to finalizing a loan move that is expected to include an obligation to buy. The Polish defender has found opportunities limited since his arrival in January 2023, and while highly rated, he sits behind William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Ben White in the defensive pecking order. A switch to Portugal could offer him the regular first-team football he needs to continue his development. In another intriguing twist, Arsenal remain linked with Rodrigo, the Brazilian winger currently at Real Madrid. Despite his talent and reputation, Rodrigo's future at the Bernabeu is uncertain following the arrivals of Kylian Mbappé and Endrick, as well as the rise of Vinicius Jr. Reports suggest Arsenal are monitoring the situation closely, though prizing him away from Madrid will not be straightforward. With just days left in the transfer window, Arsenal appear set for a busy finish. Between chasing Hincapié, negotiating Nelson's departure, finalizing Kiwior's loan, and keeping tabs on Rodrigo, the Gunners' plans could yet transform the squad in ways that significantly impact their title push this season. Arsenal legend backs Gunners to capitalize on Alexander Isak. Distraction against Liverpool. Arsenal face one of their toughest tests of the season on Sunday, as they travel to Anfield to take on Liverpool. And former Invincible Lauren believes the ongoing Alexander Isak transfer saga could work in their favor. The Swedish striker, currently at Newcastle United, has been at the center of one of the summer's biggest transfer stories. After a stellar campaign at St. James's Park, Isak has been linked with both Arsenal and Liverpool. However, it is Jurgen Klopp's side who are pushing hardest for his signature in what could end up being a British record transfer before the September 1st deadline. The 25-year-old has reportedly told Newcastle that he does not intend to play for them again, sparking a standoff between club and player. That standoff, according to Lauren, could prove a distraction for Liverpool as they prepare to welcome Arsenal in a crucial early season clash. Speaking to ACOdds.com, Lauren said, "You have to aim for 3 points and not think about a draw. Especially in the early moments of the season, when Liverpool and Arsenal players are not yet at 100%, this is when you need to take advantage." The former right-back believes Mikel Arteta's men are well placed to get a result after an impressive start to the campaign. The Gunners secured a statement win away to Manchester United before following it up with a dominant 5-0 victory over Leeds last weekend. The momentum is good for Arsenal, Lauren added. Now is the moment to go and grab 3 points at Anfield. It won't be easy, but mentally and in terms of quality, we are ready. The way the team plays and the experience of key players means we are in a strong position to win and hopefully push on to take the league title. Arsenal will, however, need to cope without star winger Bukayo Saka, who has been ruled out for around 4 weeks with a hamstring injury. Captain Martin Odegaard faces a late fitness test after picking up a knock in the win against Leeds, though summer signing Eberechi Eze is expected to make his debut following his £67.5 million move from Crystal Palace. Lauren insists that while the Isak saga may unsettle Liverpool, Arsenal's focus must remain firmly on their own performance. We hope the Isak situation can distract Liverpool, but I just care about Arsenal getting the 3 points. In the end, it's about the 90 minutes on the pitch. Problems can be there off it, but true competitors always want to win. With momentum on their side, and a potential opportunity to exploit Liverpool's off-field distractions, Arsenal will head into Anfield with renewed confidence as they look to stake their claim as genuine Premier League title contenders. Things are hitting up in London as Eberechi Eze trains with Arsenal for the first time ahead of possible debut at Liverpool. Eberechi Eze has officially begun life as an Arsenal player, training with his new teammates for the first time on Monday, as he prepares for a potential debut against Liverpool at Anfield this weekend. The 27-year-old midfielder completed his long-awaited move from Crystal Palace to the Gunners last Saturday in a deal worth £60 million up front, with an additional £7.5 million in performance-related add-ons. He was unveiled to Arsenal supporters at the Emirates Stadium shortly before the club's emphatic 5-0 Premier League win over Leeds United. After being given Sunday off to recover following that victory, Mikel Arteta's squad reconvened for training on Monday, and Eze was fully integrated into the session. It marked his first chance to work closely with his new teammates and adapt to the tactical demands of Arteta, who has been eager to add more creativity and dynamism to his midfield options. Eze's arrival has generated significant excitement among Arsenal fans, who see him as a player capable of transforming their attacking play. Known for his dribbling flair, vision, and ability to unlock defenses, the England international has been one of the Premier League's standout performers at Crystal Palace over the past 2 seasons. His move to North London signals Arsenal's determination to push closer to silverware and challenge for the league title. Speaking about his ambitions after joining the Gunners, Eze made it clear that he is driven by a hunger to win. Of course, the manager has ideas and things that he wants, but for me, I'm free, he said. I just want to win. I want to win whatever's there. I feel like I've got a taste for it now, and to contribute, to give whatever I can to help the team win. I'm on it. That's my mentality. The midfielder also spoke passionately about the impact of success, both inside and outside the dressing room. I've seen what it means. I've seen what you can do. Not just to your teammates and the staff, but I can see what you can do to people when you win, when you bring that type of joy to the place. So to be part of that, that's my aim. Eze could now be set for one of the toughest introductions possible, with Arsenal traveling to face Premier League champions Liverpool on Sunday. The Gunners have not won a league game at Anfield since 2012, when Arteta himself was part of the midfield. Breaking that record would be the perfect start for their new £60 million man. £52 million. Hincapié, Rodrigo update, Fofana link, and Saka injury latest. The summer transfer window is heading into its final stretch, and Arsenal remain very active, with multiple deals and updates emerging as Mikel Arteta looks to fine-tune his squad for the upcoming season. The Gunners are strongly considering a move for Bayer Leverkusen defender Piero Hincapié, who has been linked with both Arsenal and rivals Tottenham. The 22-year-old Ecuadorian international has impressed in the Bundesliga and is seen as a versatile center-back capable of playing across the defense. Reports suggest his release clause stands at £52 million, meaning any deal would require a significant investment from the North London club. Elsewhere, Arsenal continue to be linked with Real Madrid winger Jair Rodrigo. While the Gunners are yet to make a formal bid, the Brazilian star remains on the radar of Edu and Arteta as the club seeks further attacking reinforcements. Rodrigo's ability to operate across the front three makes him an appealing option, though Madrid's stance and asking price remain obstacles. In terms of incoming youth talent, Arsenal have agreed a deal to sign 16-year-old Shamrock Rovers midfielder Victor Osimhen. The teenager is regarded as a bright prospect and will join the Hale End Academy setup as part of the Gunners' continued commitment to developing future stars. Meanwhile, there has been movement in defense, with reports claiming Arsenal have launched an £8.6 million bid for Girona right-back Arnau Martinez. Journalist Santiago Una has revealed that the offer is structured as an initial £7 million payment, plus a further £1.6 million in performance-related bonuses. Martinez, 21, is viewed as a promising option, who could provide competition in the fullback areas. On the injury front, the Gunners have been dealt a blow with confirmation that Bukayo Saka is set to miss up to 4 weeks due to a hamstring issue. The England international has been a pivotal figure in Arteta's system, and his absence will test Arsenal's squad depth heading into a crucial run of fixtures. The club will hope the winger recovers in time to feature early in the new campaign. Finally, in terms of former players, ex-Arsenal loanee Dani Ceballos could be on the move again. The Spanish midfielder, who spent 2 years at the Emirates on loan from Real Madrid, has emerged as a target for French side Marseille. According to Fabrizio Romano, talks are ongoing over a potential loan deal with an obligation to buy worth just under £13 million. With the transfer window set to close shortly, Arsenal still appear determined to strengthen. From Hincapié to Rodrigo and Martinez, the Gunners remain in the market as Arteta looks to build a squad capable of challenging on all fronts this season.
Arsenal have been dealt a significant setback with the news that Kai Havertz will spend time on the sidelines following surgery on a hamstring problem. The German international, who had established himself as a key part of Mikel Arteta's system, leaves a major gap in the Gunners' attacking options, just as the squad appeared to have finally reached the depth Arteta has been working towards. The injury is particularly painful given Arsenal's struggles with fitness issues last season, where they recorded a league-high 27 separate problems across the campaign. Sporting director Andrea Berta now faces the challenge of navigating the transfer market under financial fair play restrictions to find a short-term solution that does not compromise long-term planning. There are 3 main avenues Arsenal could explore. The first is targeting a versatile attacking midfielder who can replicate Havertz's ability to drift between midfield and the front line. This profile would help maintain the balance in Arteta's system, especially while Gabriel Jesus also continues his recovery from knee surgery. Another option is to pursue a pure striker capable of leading the line and providing consistency in availability. One of the most attractive aspects of Viktor Gyökeres's arrival earlier in the summer was his strong fitness record, and Arsenal may now look for another forward who offers reliability and a physical presence to help ease the load on Bukayo Saka and Leandro Trossard. A third path could involve exploring loan deals or short-term signings to cover Havertz's absence without committing to a permanent transfer. This would allow the club to preserve resources while ensuring they remain competitive domestically and in Europe during the crucial first half of the season. For Berta, the task is a delicate balancing act, reinforcing Arteta's squad quickly while keeping the club within financial limits. Much will depend on potential outgoings in the final weeks of the window to create space for fresh arrivals. Regardless of the chosen route, Arsenal's response to this setback could prove decisive in their ambitions to challenge Manchester City and other rivals for major honors this season.